Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay Bloom. I will be your instructor for this course. This course will take place every Monday from 7 a.m. to 3:30. We will be basically uh, learning via Zoom. I will have a ton of lectures every week, and we will discuss the lectures. We'll be interactive with questions, and we'll also see video content and stuff like that. You will have a ton of lectures, I have to be honest, in all of your content. We will cover most of it, so don't feel pressured that you have to cover the content prior to the class. However, it is a good practice to at least read the content from the chapters in the book prior to the class, or skim them so that you do have some point of reference. If you don't get to the chapter, don't worry. You will totally have time to do that after our lecture. The quizzes. We will have a quiz every week, so we're not going to have a quiz on week 1, and we're not going to have a quiz on week 10, which is your final. However, you are going to have quizzes week 2 to week 9. And in those quizzes will be everything you've learned from the week prior, right? So week 1, we are going to learn all about Nursing 101 and nursing organizations like AACN and AANN and SCCM. And in those nursing organizations, we'll talk about symposiums, we'll talk about when they meet, we'll talk about local chapters, we'll talk about what they provide you, I'll show you journal articles. So it has a lot of stuff for the critical care nurse. And if you're not a critical care nurse, it is okay because you can still have a membership. They don't discriminate, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, so we'll talk about basically the organizations, what makes a critical care patient, what makes a 1-to-1, why do people have 2-to-1s, what is that about? So we're going to delve deeper into the world of critical care. Okay, so that's on week 1. Then on week 2, you will have a quiz on that content. Okay, so that is kind of how we run the course. The quizzes will be timed, so even though they're open book per se because you're online, they are timed, so you're probably not going to have a chance to look at this stuff online prior. And then the final on week 10, it's a 2-part final. So 2 parts. 1 part, EKG. Second part, critical care nursing. So 1 part of this course is EKG online, and I do not teach it. It is all an online course through the Khan Academy, and so you'll get basically different YouTube videos about P waves and QRSs and how to measure them and how to interpret them and everything in between. Okay, so on week 10, you will have that EKG test that certifies you that you are capable of basically rhythm identification and measuring rhythms and everything around EKGs, which is really good to have if you're trying to get a job in critical care. You at least have the certification. Most likely, the hospital you go to will probably have you take the class all over again and be certified from the hospital institution. However, at least you already have it done. Okay, so cool thing on that. Second thing, with the test on critical care nursing, that test will be open book. Okay, so it will be a longer time frame. Again, it's still timed, but will be open book, kind of based on the quizzes and based on all the content you learn in class. So FYI, if I didn't teach it and if you didn't hear it come out of my mouth, you will not be tested on it. I may throw in some critical thinking questions where I talked about it in class and I bring in other content, so it kind of makes you critically think. However, other than that, I'm not going to throw in some content that's in a lecture that I didn't cover. That's not what I'm about. Okay, I'm about you learning basically the content I'm covering and really becoming proficient at that. Okay, so that covers quizzes, that covers the final, that covers content. Lastly, kind of want to discuss what other things we're going to do, right? The fun stuff. So some of the fun stuff entail this little thing. So this is an external ventricular drain. It is connected to your brain. Very, very snazzy little product here. And it also has a ton of safety concerns. this product I will be going over in the class. I'll be going over this product as well as many other products, kind of to get your familiarity with the devices. So if you end up going to critical care, you're not like, what is that? I've never seen that before, right? You're coming in with the topic of basically learning your devices ahead of time, okay? So that's that. Second thing, we will have simulation. So simulation is going to revolve around really case studies. I have a really fun game with the case studies for sepsis, at least. For some of the other topics, it will be more interactive, I guess. It might not be as fun as sepsis, but it will be very interactive and you will learn a lot. So we will have case studies pretty much for every class except obviously week 10. Week 10 will be code blue, so you'll have a code blue, and then we will take our final and our EKG. And we'll review that day as well. But all the other days will be simulation for the last hour of the class, and we'll do simulation for around, it should be around 30 minutes, and then we have 30 minutes to debrief. So should be fun. So please join me for every class and check the syllabus. It talks all about attendance and basically how to be responsible in this class and how to get a good grade. And last but not least, so I can tell you right now, you will have 2 blog posts. The first one, very easy A. Introduce yourself. Pretty easy, right? And the second one is actually articles that I have given you. So that's easy also, but you will have to kind of define them, talk about the article, and then you will have to post to your other peer. And then since you're only posting on one peer post, we will also have you present it in the class after the following class. So you'll have probably like a 2-3 minute presentation on the blog, and that's just so that everybody can hear all the articles, because let's be real, we're not going to read everybody's blog posts, okay? So I do want you to at least know the articles or know about the articles, and yeah, kind of get familiar with the topics, because they're really groundbreaking critical care articles that I'm excited about. So if you have any questions, contact me. My email is on the front page. My number is on the front page, and I will answer any question whenever you pose it to me. All right, have a wonderful class. I can't wait to basically meet all of you. All right, see you later.